You know, it's funny, I'm not even cooking today. It's not a cooking episode. It's an assembly. Assembling? It's mixing episode. I'm not. No heat will be required. That's what I'm trying to say. It's gonna be a tuna salad because it's hot out there. It's hot out there. Sometimes you don't want something hot, but sometimes you do. My mom would make us a chicken stew, a caldo de pollo, or a beef stew, caldo de res, on the freaking hot Southern California desert heat. Woo! I would walk back from home on like 100-degree weather, and then I'd be treated with 120-degree a stew, a soup, a chicken soup, or a beef soup. And I hated it as a kid. Now I miss it. What a great soup. Whenever I have the chance, I do make it myself on a very hot day just to keep the tradition. If you know, you know. Let's get started in this. It'll be quick. I promise you. I know that's what I always try to promise. But I'm gonna try to do it quick. It's an easy meal. It's a cheap meal. This is the type of cheap meal we would get towards the end of the month when the budget was tight, and my mom would look through the pantry and get like a few cans of tuna, maybe a can of mixed vegetables. Today we're not using can of mixed vegetables. I get them frozen. I think they have more nutrition. And then that's it. You just mix it with some mayo, little jalapenos. This is a Mexican style tuna salad. Mexican style. There's so many ways. You know, I bet you have a great way of making tuna salad. And even within Mexicans, they all have different ways of making their tuna salad. But I'm going to show you the way my mother would do it. Very low budget, very quick, and it'll fill you up. High in protein, high in nutrition, very flavorful. Let's get started. I'm gonna need some tuna. I'm gonna need some mayo. Yeah, mayo. I'm gonna need some lime. What else? Maybe a little onion. What else am I gonna need? I got some tuna. I went to the grocery store. Look at that. I got 4 cans of tuna. What is up, Law Fun? What is up, Pain? What is that? Pain 1000. I like that name. And CXG 5000. What's up? We're going to use 4 cans of tuna. That equals to a lot of protein, I'm guessing. We got our tuna on the table. We got our mayo. Today's mayo is brought to you by Duke's Mayo. Not enough mayo. It looks like we're going to need more mayo. Let's add it to the list. If you guys don't have a whiteboard. Oh, it's already in the whiteboard. Look at that. I have a beautiful wife that's always ahead of me. Okay. Duke's Mayo. We don't have enough Duke's Mayo. What am I doing? I am doing a tuna salad. And I hope this is an easy tuna salad that you can make yourself at home. Always make it. Maybe follow my steps or change some topics. Do it with whatever you have around. Hopefully you find it inspiring, or maybe you go, ugh, I would never do that. But I hope you find this at least entertaining, even if you don't get to do it. You subscribe. Thank you very much, Pain 1000. I hope you go to Pain 1001 someday. I do like heat. That's like the name of a hot sauce, Pain 1000. So we're going to use some Kewpie mayo because that's what I got. I hate using this for like salads, like macaroni salad and stuff like that, because this was twice the price, but it's twice the deliciousness. So, okay, we got our tuna, we got our mayo. What else are we going to need? I said lime, right? We're going to need some lime. We're going to need some, and if you don't got key limes, don't be afraid to use some lemon. I got key limes because key limes are my favorite. Oh, wait, are those not key limes? These are not key limes. These are just normal limes. We'll be fine. We're going to use a little bit of frozen veggies. If you have canned mixed veggies, that also works. Frozen veggies. Oh, this is gonna be so fast, so quick, so delicious, and we're even gonna have some leftovers. Great meal for a summer day. Frozen veggies right there. For real, right? For real. All right. Not offense. No offense to Mr. Beast. It's the right behind you. What is that? It's the right behind you. I don't know what you're saying. You are 400,000 more entertaining than. Come on now. No. Don't start comparing me. Don't start comparing me. Mr. Beast is at another level, all right? And we do different things. Anyways, we're gonna use some jalapenos. How do you say it? Jalapeno? 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 It doesn't matter as long as people understand what you're saying. And then if you throw a little accent in there, people think you're just having fun. What else? That's it. It should be easy. Did I say onion? Yeah, let's add a little bit of onion, just a little bit. Just because I have some old onion and I have a little bit of cilantro, I'm just using old stuff. If you have parsley, use parsley. If you don't like pickled jalapenos, use pickled cucumbers. Do a poll. Who is more entertaining, you or Mr. B? No, I wouldn't do that. You know why? I don't care about Mr. Beast. I do like Mr. Beast. I do find it entertaining. I know, sacrilegious. You can unsubscribe now. Oh! But I do watch his I've been watching his show since he was like in 2 million subscribers. I promise you, like it's inspiring. Even though he's become a little crazy with like power and success, I was always rooting for him. Anyways, what else did I say I was gonna do? Oh yeah, we're not using. Oh, I was gonna say we're not using onion, but we are using onion. You're OG. Appreciate it. Thank you for the recognition. Someone knows. Someone recognizes talent out there. Anyways, we're gonna make tostadas out of this. Lettuce. You look like Mario. Thank you very much. You're right. I look like the Mario from the Mario Galaxy one. The one that he turns into a drill. Right? He spends like 10,000 on one video. No, he spends a lot more. You know how much I spent on a video? This amount. Maybe $10. Okay. Lettuce. If you don't know, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna lay it out the way it's supposed to be. The way it's supposed to be done. Thank you, Joey Sloan, for the sub. Thank you very much. This lettuce is the bulker. And what I'm trying to say about bulking is that it's what stretches the meal. When you're trying to feed a big family, when you grow up with a lot of siblings, and you're trying to stretch 4 cans of tuna, you add the fluff. This is the fluff. And it'll make it bulky. And it'll fill you up. And it'll be delicious. Anyways, get this out of the way. Let's get started. I like to talk too much. Sometimes I forget that I'm supposed to be cooking something. But it's not a cooking episode today. Today, it's just a preparation episode. So if you're not allowed to be in the kitchen with a live fire or live flame, at least you can do this. Do you ever wash your cans? I never did. But then one day I was told that where they keep the cans, they have them in storage, and there's like a lot of mice walking around and just rodents and bugs. You have to think about, even at the grocery store, like this part gets really dirty. Normally I don't wash them, but I'm gonna do it right now for entertainment purposes and just to remind you. Mini Man has been subbed to you since 100 subs. Thank you very much. That makes me very happy. That's a true OG right there. Now, let me tell you something about my channel. the reality is, what's up, my love? The reality about my channel is that I never did it with intention to have a YouTube channel. I actually did it to try to motivate a friend that wanted to have a YouTube channel. And I said, just start. And so I started doing these Flamin' Hot Cheeto videos. I love Flamin' Hot Cheetos, in case you didn't know. I started recording myself eating Flamin' Hot Cheetos. At the time, I was in the Army. And I forgot about this channel. I didn't really pay attention. I was too involved in my career. And then life happened. Years went by. Here and there I will post one video just to keep it alive. Just for my own entertainment. And then a few months ago, I was at home with my newborn. And I have to admit, I said, I got nothing to do. Let's keep up this YouTube channel alive. Let's bring it back to life. And I appreciate your support, Mini Man. You shouldn't say your location on social media for safety. Never. Never say your location on social media for safety, all right? I'm in Kentucky, nice over here. But Kentucky's a big state. Let's open it up. Let's open this up. We're gonna go. Okay, there's something that I need to think about before starting this salad. There's a lot of liquid in these cans, and we don't want that liquid. We want to keep as much moisture away from this salad. There's gonna be vegetables, there's gonna be mayonnaise, and I don't want those juices. I don't want like a runny, juicy salad. I want it to be cohesive and sticky. So my main concern is, once I open all these 4 cans, is to drain as much water out of them. I'll try to do it over here, just in case they spill. Sometimes I'm very clumsy and I spill everything away. There you go. And there, one more. Now my wife did say that she wanted to have leftovers. Wash your vegetables. Don't be nasty. Of course we're gonna wash our vegetables. And if you're not washing your vegetables, you're being a little nasty. Let me tell you something about washing your vegetables. I used to work as a farm worker. And we used to pick up the vegetables. Let me tell you something about that ridiculous nastiness that happens at the fields. Yeah. People are coughing all over the vegetables, spitting, blowing their nose. Yeah, that's the reality. Right here, honest to God. People don't wash their hands. People are grabbing them, putting them in a conveyor belt. And then guess what happened? You think they're going to wash them? No, baby. They go directly in a box, and from that box, in a trailer, directly to your nearest grocery store. That's the reality. That's the reality. Don't get me started on organic, because I also worked on organic fields. But that's another story. We're gonna get our lettuce shredded. We're gonna get our frozen vegetables. These have been washed. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put them in a cup, some hot water. We're gonna thaw them. And we're going to squeeze as much water out of them. We're going to shred our lettuce. I'm talking too much. There you go. We go about 1 cup of mixed vegetables. 2 cups of mixed vegetables. There you go. Nothing wrong with this. We're going to put some water in here. Because we're going to go directly on the microwave, baby! Chef Mike is in the house. And we go right here. We're gonna do 2.5 minutes. Let's forget about that. Come back, start shredding our lettuce. Let's get some shredders. Put this away. Keep my station clear. Sometimes I do a good job. Most of the time, I don't. Ooh, talking about washing your vegetables, lettuce is definitely one you want to wash the most. There's just a lot of dirt that goes in between the leaves. So this is how we're gonna do. We're gonna create some shredders. We're just gonna cut maybe right here, halfway. Let's put this away. Remember what I said about lettuce being the bulk? This is gonna create a bulk. This is gonna make our food look like a lot of food. How you stretch your meal, baby? Okay. What are we doing? We're doing shredders. Remember, that's what I said. What have you not done? Oh, let me tell you. You'll get there one day. Don't be so impressed. Life will take you different places, and you're also gonna have a catalog of experience as yourself. And then you're gonna look back at this video and be like, Amen UFO is not that impressive. I've done more than him. And I hope you do. I hope you do a lot more stuff. Okay, there you go. So we're creating our shredders. This is perfect for tacos. If you're familiar with this type of cut, this is your thin, stringy lettuce that you put in your tacos. So we're gonna chop it up. Look at that. It's like lettuce confetti. That's what we want. That's what we want, our lettuce confetti. And now don't be serving this like this. We're gonna wash it. We're gonna wash it. Something happens when you put this water in some cold, this lettuce in some cold water, let it absorb some of that water. I promise you, it get crispier and crunchier. It's like magic. That's the trick my uncle taught me. He's like the best crunchy taco maker in the world. Yes, he is. Haven't met anyone who makes a better crunchy taco than he does. Makes it from scratch. And you know, when you have that uncle or that family member or even that person that you know that they only know how to do one thing, they always bring that dish to the barbecue party. They always bring whatever thing they're good at. I promise you it's going to be good because all of their energy, all of their attention, and their passion just goes into that one dish. They become experts in that. I can't follow you on Twitch. You can't follow me on Twitch. Go to Amen UFO on Twitch. You'll follow me. Unfortunately, I don't really stream that much on Twitch, but one day, soon, I'll be getting my Elgato and I'll be like multi-streaming. That's definitely a plan. Check this out. Check this out. We're gonna use one of my favorite tools. This is a salad spinner. You single? Ooh, I'm not single, baby. I am not single. Check this out. This is a salad spinner. One of my favorite. I can stare at this all day. Look at that. Put all of our salad in there. And I'm gonna tell you that this trick. You learned this trick from Amen UFO. I bet some other YouTuber is telling you the same thing. Because I didn't make this trick up. I'm gonna put some ice in here. Little bit of ice. Little bit of ice, baby. I want it cold. This cold water, I'm telling you, it'll crunch. It'll make your lettuce a little bit crunchier. Look at that. So we're gonna. Let me see. I'm trying to put it all in there. Okay, there you go. Wash it in some cold water. Let's see. There you go. Okay, I think that's fine. Okay, that's good stuff. Okay, we're gonna rinse it like we rinse our rice. We're gonna rinse it a few times. You massage it. You start massaging your lettuce. Get it all cold, and it's like a lettuce smoothie. There you go. Get all that stuff out. There you go. get rid of these icicles. I only added 4. Now, there you go. Check it out. This is my favorite part. If you don't have a salad spinner, invest in one. Go to your local Goodwill. I promise you, they have one. Oh, see that? And then you go. And then you spin, 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 spin. Love this. Love this. There you go. Now, we've extracted as much water as we could. Let's put a clean blanket. What is that? I have not had food today, and now I'm starving. Well, I hope you have a can of tuna in your pantry, and you can make something similar to this. There you go. There goes our lettuce. Let's really, really dry it. I want to just reduce as much water as possible from this salad. There you go. And you know what? I think I'm going to use the salad spinner container because it's good for YouTube. All right. There you go. And we put our freshly washed and dried salad in there. Ole! And then we're gonna, I'm gonna put that away. I wanna start chopping some jalapeno. I like the jalapeno, you know? Now, if you don't like jalapeno, I am a fan of spicy food. But if you don't like jalapeno, throw in a pickle, a pickled cucumber, something pickly. Now, if you don't like any of that, you don't add it. That's the beauty of cooking. And I'll keep repeating that. It's whatever you like. Nothing's wrong when cooking, because cooking is an art. Anyway, so we're gonna add a little bit of 3 jalapenos, and we're just gonna dice it. There you go. Boom, 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 boom. That is beautiful. That's just beautiful. Ooh, I think this is enough. And the same treatment, I'm gonna give the same treatment to my jalapeno. I'm gonna just try to remove as much vinegar out of it. Look at that. I know that's where all the flavor is, but I have to reiterate. As much liquid out of my salad. As much liquid out of it. That'll make it last longer, and it'll make it just feel a lot better. There you go. There you go. A little bit of squeezed jalapeno. And then, what else? We're almost done. I'm telling you. Oh yeah, let's add some fresh diced onion. Fresh diced onion. Not a lot. We don't want an onion salad. This looks about right. Like a quarter of a small onion. And we're gonna go small with this one as well. Now I am tempted to squeeze the juices out of it. Should I squeeze the juices out of this onion? Is it worth it? Should I have just used onion powder? I should have just done that. If you have onion powder, you know what? I'd recommend you to use onion powder than a fresh onion. But I'm already here, and I'm trying to use my leftovers. And look at that beauty. Yeah, I think this is enough. This is enough onion. I like it. I like this amount. And you know what? I am gonna squeeze it. I am. Lime soaked red onions. There you go. Someone knows what's up. Some pickled red onions. That's what you're talking about. You're sick. I I'm getting better from a sickness. Yes, I am. I'm still a little sniffly. Pardon my sniffles. Hey, when I get drunk and high, no. No. Say no to drugs, everyone. But if you do, just keep it to yourself. Let me see. You know what? I wasn't going to, but now I am. Now I am. I'm going to squeeze my onion. I'm going to squeeze my onion. Let's see. Yeah, getting drunk and high. Not the party I liked. See, the problem about that, going to oversharing, I grew up in a poor community, and I saw that abundantly around me at a very young age. And I didn't want anything to do with that. I didn't think it was fun at all. If you get munchies, cook up some chow. What's chow? Let me know what that is. That sounds fun. What's up, Patty? Come on, baby. Let's get really wasted on high and fly like a bird. Are you just making me quote things so you can clip them? Even though I should not cook, I will. All right, let's go. I think I got most of the onion juice out of here. Let's go. Look at that. That's beautiful. Sometimes these little techniques, these little attention to detail on whatever I'm doing makes the difference, I swear. For example, I was told growing up, like as a young boy, as a cook, that my cilantro shouldn't have the stems on it. And so every single time I use cilantro, I painstakingly removed all the stems and I only use the leaves. Why? Because the stems will make my salsa or whatever I'm using bitter. And as I grew up and I saw other people cooking, I noticed they were just throwing the whole thing in. They're just throwing the whole thing in with stems and everything. And to be honest, there is a difference. Yeah, I did notice it. And I said, you know what? Even though it takes more time to separate the leaves from the stem, you can definitely tell the difference in quality just from this little step of removing the leaves from the stem. And if you do that to other things, for example, taking the time to squeeze my onion, taking the time to squeeze all my vegetables, it makes the difference in an award-winning tuna salad. Like if you're entering to a competition and you can tell anyone, oh, these are the ingredients, no secrets, right? But the actual secret is the technique. And that's what some chefs won't tell you. Like you see some videos where they do compilations of like fast cooking, real quick edits. And you're like, I can do that. You try to do it, guess what? You'll never replicate it because you're not really seeing the techniques. What are you saying? Dang, I like craziness and the bad stuff are normal. Okay, hey, if that's the environment you grew up in, that was the cards you were dealt with. I can't do anything about that. I just hope you just keep that stuff to yourself and don't influence people in doing that kind of bad stuff. You can grow up in a bad environment. You can grow up walking around fire, they say, right? And never get burned because you were smart enough to understand what was actually bad and what was actually good. And I'm telling you, this neighborhood, a lot of young girls pregnant, young kids in jail. I was offered drugs, but it's so easy to just say no. Say no, that's it. Are they gonna call you a pussy? Yeah. And you just go, all right. Who's living in a carton box now? Unfortunately, that's the reality. I'm not making anything up. Yeah, those same people that offer me drugs are out there in the streets. They look pretty cool to me when they were young. I'm not gonna lie, they look pretty cool. It's like, damn, I wish I was that cool like those guys. Time will settle everything. I'm going too personal. Sorry, guys. This isn't the Amen UFO diaries. All right, let's focus on our tuna. I said this is gonna be an easy dish, and we're gonna do an easy dish. Okay, there you go. And we're gonna treat the same thing with our tuna. You know what I think? You know why I think I'm getting so sentimental and like nostalgic about my past? Is this dish. This is a struggle meal. This is a Mexican struggle meal. And this is the thing my mom would do. You know, at the end of the day, at the end of the month, when those food stamps they weren't making the ends meet, right? Look at the pantry and see what we got. And you can see it and say, kind of gross. But nostalgia, and I'll keep repeating this, nostalgia is the secret ingredient. No one in any way, no one can tell you that whatever you love as a kid and has that nostalgia secret ingredient, no one can tell you that's gross. If you like to eat peanut butter sandwich with mustard in it, because it reminds you of the time you did it with your friends, I don't know what to say. I mean, you can argue and say that's disgusting, but for you, it tastes like good memories. Let's see. I need to squeeze the tuna. Now, to squeeze the tuna, I got a great tool. This is my patty press. It's only, man, it is what it is. Yeah, it's okay, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like I said, you do you. You do you. Bro's ingredients game is off the charts. The canned tuna. I know. If I got called that, I would not give two craps. That's great. That's the way you're supposed to do it. Don't give anyone a chance to bully you. If you get mad first, you lost. At least that's how it was growing up in my house. It's like, you getting mad? Oh, you starting to cry? You have to suck it up and be like, nah, no one's bad here. Anyways, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? I'm getting rid of all that juice with my patty press. This is a Christmas gift for my wife. All right. All right. Check this out. This looks dry and delicious. We're gonna go in here. Boom! Almost done, guys. I forgot another ingredient. I should have been done like 10 minutes ago. This had to be a very quick meal. Oh, this is what happens when I get talking. Sometimes I get talking too much. Can you add me in PS5? Of course, Jam Puke. Just send me your No, just go to if you want to add me to my PS5 or to your PS5. So go to the PS5 and look friend request. Amen UFO. I'll be there and I'll add you. Okay, there it is. Look at this. We got our microwave mixed vegetables. There you go. There you go. Get rid of all that water. And like I said, let's do the same treatment to what we've been doing to everything. We're gonna lay my towel right here. And we're gonna look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. Get rid of that. There. You even had a bluebird weed kush. I had let up super crazy bananas on that roof. I'm not following you at that point now. He's cooking. I don't think he can. Yeah. Now, if you're smoked on a bong, you will definitely fly like a bird. Are you talking to us smoked like a bird? I mean, high like a bird? Let me tell you something. First of all, not interested. But another thing that frustrated me, growing up, I was told I was always high. Apparently, I have a pothead face. And another thing is, I've always been very chill and like a real don't give a fuck vibe. So, so yeah, I've been mistaken by a lot of potheads. I've been mistaken by a pothead many times. It's okay. It's okay. As long as no one's violent towards me, we'll be good. I don't follow. Now, let's get done. Let's get done. We're getting carried away with so many other things. We got our veggies, we got our tuna, we got everything. Let's just dump our mayo. We use maybe a lot of mayo. It's gotta be really good mayo base. If you've never had Duke's mayo, this is one of the best mayos out there. Very rich, very delicious. We're gonna add maybe like a quarter cup, a quarter cup of mayo. There you go. Look at the amount of mayo. Look at that amount of mayo. You want it to be really mayonnaise. We're gonna add, how about we add a little bit of salt? Just a big sprinkle of salt. And how about some black pepper? Man, this hits hard. This is a very nostalgic. It's a summer meal. Summer meal. Is your wife at work? No, she's right here. I think she just went out to walk the baby. But true, it's dangerous. A lot of my friends were given K2. It was a mess. I bet it was. Say no to drugs. What else? Oh, lime. Final ingredient. Final ingredient. Oh, I'm so excited. Add some lime. And this is why I removed most of the liquids, because I knew I was going to add some lime. So there you go. Add some lime in here. We're going to readjust the flavor. I'm just going to start with one lime. And then we're going to mix, we're going to taste, and then we're going to find out if we need to add more lime or more salt. But this dish is almost done. And I bet you guys could do this in 10 minutes. I just talk too much. Let's do our mixing. This is where the magic happens. This is where the magic happens. Look at that. We want it to be creamy. We want it to be mayonnaise. Look at that beauty. Look at that. Look at all those flavors coming together. We got the jalapeno. We got the diced onion. Remember, the lettuce is just for bulkiness. If you don't like lettuce, don't add lettuce. I just like to add the lettuce because it makes it feel like I have a lot more food here. Our mixed vegetables. If you got canned vegetables, use canned vegetables. I'm already feeling for creaminess once the mayo gets incorporated throughout the whole salad. It feels a little dry. I can already tell it might need a little bit more mayo, but let's give it a taste. Flavor is delicious. I don't know how I did it, but I did an amazing job. So we're gonna add a little bit more mayo just because I want more creaminess. That's what we're looking for, creaminess. All right. Do you add the mayo? Oh no, I just added the mayo. Yeah. Yeah, the mayo is the final step. Oh, it's pretty. I can taste the lime, and the aroma of the lime is so good too. Now, there's something that I wish I added. I'm not gonna do it anymore because I'm already like set in my mind that I'm done. But I wish I added a little bit of celery, just finely diced celery, because the aromas of the celery are just so good. And then to get that crunchy celery in there is just amazing. Let's see. Let's give it another test. Oh my goodness. Yeah, only one lime. Only one lime. And I hope if you guys follow this recipe, you do that extra step of like squeezing the extra water out of it. That is just, it's gonna set it apart from the competition. I promise you. This is delicious. I don't think it needs anything. But I did say it was gonna be a tostada. And this is how I intend to eat it. Oh my goodness. I am so happy. If you have beautiful teeth, don't be using your teeth to open things. Oh no, these tostadas are broken. Now, this is an A-Manual recommendation. Don't be getting this brand. This brand sucks. It's definitely the cheapest out there. It's not good. But anyways, so this is the intended way. Get a little bit of tuna in there. Look at that beauty. It's just so nutritious, high in fiber, high in protein as well. That's what we want. That's what we're looking for. Do you think I'm gonna eat it just like this? Nah, we're gonna add some hot sauce. Come check out my hot sauce collection. I am a hot sauce connoisseur. I'm somewhat of a hot sauce geek. Check this out. You see that? That's approximately 30 hot sauces. That's only what I have. I usually run out of hot sauces and I constantly buy new ones. Whatever I haven't had, I taste. Like I just buy and I eat them, and sometimes I forget what I liked and I rebuy them again. Today we're using one of my favorite hot sauces. I wish you guys can see. Let me see. Lay my hot. I'm gonna lay my tostada down. This is the one. This is what it's missing. This chili habanero. This is a smoky chili habanero. Do you do this all the time for dinner time? I try to do that. I don't do it. Sometimes I have leftovers. Sometimes I'm too tired. Sometimes I always shoot to do it like around 5 p.m. Sometimes just time goes by and I'm not able to record myself. And sometimes I go out for dinner. But I do like to record myself cooking. That is true. I do like to cook most of the time. I think like 60% of the month I cook at home. I think that's not bad. Check this out. Look at this beauty. This is a smoky, very hot habanero hot sauce. Look at that. And it's dark because it's like charred. It's like charred. Ooh, what if we put a little avocado there? Huh, let's add a little avocado. I thought I was done, but no. Come follow me. Let's add some avocado to this tostada. Look at this. Oh, there you go. My wife is like, is dinner ready? Or I promise you dinner's ready, my love. I'm just showing off a little bit of my tostada. We got a little avocado. This is just the final green gold, oro verde. This is the final thing. Look how beautiful that is. Look at that beauty. It's gonna add a little bit of avocado in there. Look at that. Thin slices in there. Look at that. Oh. And we just scoop them out. Oh, that's so beautiful. Did you see that? Look at that. 1, 2, 3. There you go. There you go. Oh, how about more hot sauce? I forgot the hot sauce on the other side. Let's go for that bite. If you haven't had that sauce, it's one of my favorite hot sauce. It always runs out in my house. I have to go buy another one. It's smoky. It's spicy. And it doesn't clash with my mayonnaise-based sour salad. You don't want a sour sauce with a sour food because this is creamy and sour, a little bit sour, a little citrusy. You want like a smoky, mellow, but like a good punch of spice to kind of contrast. Oh, baby. What a pairing. When I do this, I will try to watch all the time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Pain 1000. That is the name of a hot sauce, I think, Pain 1000. So if you like hot sauce, stay tuned. I like to do hot sauce reviews as well. I was doing chip reviews, but I'm 35 years old. Once you reach your 30s, you just can't beat your intestines with the amount of sodium and high processed foods. I used to eat so much of that. And so I am, going away from chips. I still have them secretly. That's the thing. I never did drugs, but I did do a lot of junk food, and it's just as bad. Anyways, cheers. Thank you for checking out this stream. It went so much longer than I thought. This was supposed to be like a 10-minute, maybe 15-minute meal. And as you noticed, very simple, no cooking, easy cleanup, very delicious, high protein, high in fiber, it's very cheap. Give it a shot. Do it with whatever ingredients you got. It doesn't have to be exact, but I hope I inspire you. And let me know what I did wrong. Let me know what I could have done better. At this point, I think this is perfect. Oh yeah, no, I did say I wanted celery. It's all right. Anyways, I hope you have a good rest of your... I missed the live cooking, I know! You can always check my previous live cookings. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Enjoy your dinner. Go for a walk. Say hi to your neighbor. That is beautiful. If you haven't said hi to your neighbor, hey, he's still living next to you, all right? Take care. Bye-bye. And I hope